She died a hero's death and was given a hero's burial. We remember her fondly.
What?
I'm so sorry. Crow! Crow! Okay, I'm an idiot.
I've heard of this bird. Crow. So, you knew April Ryan?
We met a couple of times. I was there when she died. I found her. I tried to save her, but I couldn't. So, yeah, I guess I knew April.
You're the Stark girl. The one who dreams. They spoke of you. Bakim, Bryn, Chawan. They said you were one of us. Oh, this certainly changes things. But how did you...
Liko's wondering, now that Kian's gone, if we should maybe... Oh. Hello. You have lovely hair.
Qué bueno.
I'll speak with Liko Enu. With Kian gone, we need to change our plans.
Kian? Big Azadi guy. People call him the Apostle.
You know him?
We met once, briefly. He was kind to me. But isn't he the enemy?
Was. He's with us now. Defected. Yep. Well, except that he abandoned us again to go on a crazy suicide mission.
He left last night.
Of course. After everything that's happened, we just miss each other.
Oh, Enu, this is Zoe. Am I saying that correctly?
Yeah. Hi. Nice to meet you, Enu.
You're so pretty. That came out wrong. Wanna be friends? Oh, sorry.
Pero
Zoe
qué
needs our
cute.
help. She has questions. Maybe you
Of
can...
course. No problem. Leave this to me, Shepard.
I'm sorry for questioning you, Zoe. And I'm sorry I could not be of any assistance. Please, stay. Speak with Enu and the others. Perhaps someone here has the answers you're looking for.
Thank you, Shepard.
Where are you from? Your clothes are amazing. Where did you get them?
They came with the jump. I'm from Stark. That's...
Across the divide, on the flip side of the balance, the world of science. Are you serious? That's incredible. I have so many questions. I don't even know where to start. I am seriously worried my head might explode. I think I need to sit down.
Oh, don't explode. I'm not that special. I mean, you're orange, and the ears...
I'm just a boring old Zid. It's totally normal. Holy crap, Stark. I can't believe it. How did you get here? Are you a shifter?
A dreamer. I just dream myself here.
Just dream yourself here. That's it. No biggie. You are the best thing I have ever seen. Seriously.
Qué bueno.
Really? Okay. Thank you.
So, what do you need help with? Shepard said...
I'm trying to find the Purple Mountains, and a tribe of magical creatures called the Ula. Someone, a Venar named Abnaxus, told me to...
Whoa, slow down. Okay. Purple Mountains, Ular, Venar, Abnaxus, right? Nope. None of that sounds remotely familiar. I have never heard any of those words before. Of course, there are a lot of things I don't know. I was a farm girl. A silly zidling. There's so much I don't know. But I do know where to look for answers.
Where?
The library. The library holds all the answers.
Muchísimas gracias pues a Raid Rancy, la que te aviso. Bueno, estaréis con el Animal Crossing, ¿no? Mientras sea. Muchísimas gracias. Muchas gracias. Vamos allá.
Do you have libraries in Stark? Never mind, silly question. Of course you don't. I'll go to our library right now and start looking. Purple Mountains, Ular, Abnaxus of the Venar. Come find me when you're ready. I can't wait to spend more time with you. Oh, sorry.
Desbloqueado nuevo personaje. April Ryan. Vale, vamos a hablar. Aquí tenemos que encontrar... Ya sabéis a quién vamos a encontrar por aquí. Tenemos que encontrar al teóricamente Ciego Bob.
A round table? Check. Chivalrous knights? Check. Magic? Check. That's right, this would make for a great theme restaurant.
I'm not the one you should be speaking to. Try Shepherd, or Leekyo, or Enu, she's in the library. Or perhaps the General, wherever he is.
Con él tenemos que hablar. Porque él nos... Yo supongo que nos recordará. Oh, cuelgo.
I'm so sorry, Crow. I thought you knew.
It's fine. It's not your fault. I just can't... I can't believe she's gone. But I sort of knew, you know. I felt it in my heart. And that final time we were together, it wasn't like it used to be. It was weird. Like too much time had passed and we drifted apart. I should have known it wouldn't last.
How can you ever know something like that? He's not alone in feeling that. I know that feeling. It's something you just have to learn to live with.
I know. I will. Were you there when she...
I witnessed the whole thing. But should I tell Crow that? Perhaps better to avoid the topic and get him thinking about other things. No, They said it was quick. I'm sure she didn't suffer.
She was already suffering. April was lost after she saved the balance. We wandered the same paths for a while, had some adventures, saw some sights, but then things happened, and we lost each other. Anyway, did I help with, you know, the rebel thing?
Da mucha
Did they
penita,
believe
cuelgo.
you? That you're not a spy?
You did. They do. It's fine now. They'll help us.
Good, good, good. They're not gonna cut your head off?
What? No?
¿Qué pasa, Narsa?
Good.
¿Cómo estamos?
Good. I wish I could have been more helpful. But it was 10 years ago, and I didn't really pay attention to what April said about that Abnaxis chap.
It's okay.
If you don't mind, I need to be alone for a little while. Clean my feathers, sharpen my beak, reflect on the nature of life. Bird stuff.
Totally understand.
I'll find you in the city.
¿Eh? Vale. Es que nos va a ayudar.
I wish I could have been more helpful and inviting. If I'd known.
I understand. You have to be cautious.
There's much I'd like to ask you. Much I'd like to learn. But with Kian gone, my workload has increased twofold. Perhaps another time, when we're both not so
Qué bonita la fotografía. Este juego es brutal, ¿eh?
I don't know what your mission is, but I have a feeling it's important, and that our destinies are entwined. We shall speak again, Zoe Castillo. When the winds have quieted, the clouds have parted, and the grass on the Great Plain stands straight and tall once more.
O sea que han tenido en cuenta dónde está la cara, ¿sabes? En algunos juegos el personaje se queda así simplemente, ¿sabes? Pero aquí, como está hablando con un personaje que es bastante más alto que ella, inclina la cabeza hacia arriba. Me ha parecido algo súper curioso. Me ha llamado muchísimo la atención. Me ha encantado. Vale.
You knew April. You were there when she died. Shepard told me. I wanted to know what you saw.
I saw April and Kian talking. Then the Asadi soldiers arrived and April was stabbed with a spear. She fell into the water. Kian was arrested. He was obviously distraught. I tried to save her, but I was too late.
Against the entire Azadi army, there wasn't much you could do.
You two were friends?
For a time, we were more than friends. We were good friends. She was the strongest and bravest woman I ever knew. I respected her. I loved her.
Ah.
It can't hurt to ask. Does the name Abnaxus mean anything to you?
No.
Okay.
He's a magical. Magicals must know something about other magicals, right? Is that racist? Speciesist?
Una buena pregunta.
Do you know anything about the Ular?
What are they?
A magical people. They live in the Purple Mountains.
Outside the Southlands and Azadir. I haven't seen much of this world. I don't know the Ular.
Shepard said to ask around, and this guy looks sort of purplish. Maybe there's a connection. Have you heard of the Purple Mountains?
I have not. I don't know the Northlands, and I have no inclination to know it any better than I do. When this war is over, I'm going back to our homelands. My people need me.
Maybe he'll warm up a little if I ask him a personal question. Where is home for you?
The continent you know as Azadir, my people's ancestral home. We call it Antiqua Abba, land of the setting sun. We are the Dole Antiqua, and we were there first. When our enemies been sent scurrying from this place, we're taking the war home.
Well, good luck.
Vale, pues...
I'm going to keep looking around.
You go ahead.
Vale, aquí no parece que vayamos a encontrar al general, así que vamos a recorrer el pasillo. A ver si nos podemos encontrar con alguna cara familiar.
They kept me locked up in one of those cells all night. This may not be a prison, but it's not far from it. One night in a cell was plenty. I have no wish for a repeat visit. One night in a cell was plenty. I have no wish for a repeat visit.
Vale. Hombre.
God, you gave me a fright. I was just... I mean, I'm not... Are you supposed to be walking around on your own?
He looks guilty. What's going on here?
¿Qué ha pasado? ¿Por qué? ¿Por qué me ha contado? ¿Por entrar? ¿Sin
This
permiso?
doesn't look right, but I probably shouldn't be snooping.
Es verdad. A lo mejor es por eso,
He
¿verdad?
looks guilty. Is this your room?
No.
Well, we don't... You know, we don't have our own rooms. Anyway, Keen's gone. I was just looking for... It's Zoe, is it not? I'm Jakai, Benrima Salman's nephew. She said some very nice things about you.
You'll have to give her my regards. How is Benrime? I noticed the Journeyman was closed down.
Yeah, she's in Coldstone. They arrested her for colluding with the Resistance. She was sentenced to 10 years in the dungeons. I don't know if she'll survive that. Anyway, I'm sure she'll be happy to hear that you're back in town.
I'm sorry about your aunt.
Yes. Thank you. I don't know what I'll do without her. She's the only family I have. Look, I have to go into town on an errand now, but please let me know if there's anything I can do for you.
Un poco fishy este tío, ¿no?
I believe that mural depicts this place. The Enclave. Apparently, it used to be a library.
Ah, parece un poco mosqueante, ¿verdad? Bueno.
They look ready to go to war. I hope they won't have to. They add color to the place, if nothing else. There are fewer rebels than I thought. Having seen what they're up against, I'm worried.
Vale. Y no está ahí. No, no hemos visto al capitán, al general.
Naxos, Purple Mountains, Ular. Ula. Nope, nothing, no.
¿Qué es?
Enu's really weird and very sweet, and I like her a
Bugs,
lot.
please don't fail me now.
¿Qué es esto?
I have to resist this intense desire to stroke her yellow
Abscess.
fur.
Nope,
I don't
that's
think
a different type
that'd be
of
kosher.
ab.
Le quería acariciar
I have
el
to
pelaje.
resist this intense desire to
The
stroke her
Turtle
yellow fur.
Mountains.
I don't think that'd be kosher.
Believed to be the petrified remnants of 3 titan turtles that rose from... and interesting? Sure. Relevant? No. I've been trying to find a book or scroll or manuscript or map or torn note page or ancient magical tome or pamphlet or a piece of cloth that mentions the Purple Mountains or the Ular, but no luck. It's really frustrating. This library has never let me down before. Bad library.
Muy
This
bien.
is where I try to connect and make friends. You just joined the Resistance?
Oh, yes. No. Not really just. About half a year ago? Wait, more than that. Time flies when you're having fun. Well, fun.
Sometimes you need to make the best out of a bad situation.
Right. And it's my duty. We're doing good, important work here. Also, I didn't want to end up living the life my parents wanted for me.
¿Verdad?
I can identify with that.
This is so nice. I wish we were sisters. Can we be sisters? You don't have to answer that. Do you have any siblings?
I did. Sort of. Long story. You?
Oh, lots. Boyfriend! Do you have one of those?
I do. I think. We haven't spoken in a while, and he doesn't know. I think we need to have a long talk if I get back home. It's been a very tough year, for the both of us. I was asleep for a long time. I forgot a lot of the stuff that happened to me before I fell asleep. I tried to remember, but I couldn't. Until my memories caught up with me. Oh, Jesus. It's a long story. Very complicated.
Es decir, who's
Maybe another
Jesus?
time?
Yes, please?
She seems so curious about me, and I haven't asked her a single question. Enu, right? I don't feel we were properly introduced.
I know you are. I mean, no, yes. You're right. Enu. I am Enu. I hope you're staying a while. It would be so great to have someone around who's not a surly warrior with mommy issues, or a stoic leader, or a battle-hardened soldier, or just batshit insane. I mean, there's Jakai. He's pretty normal, except for his aunt issues, but he's a bit too... Hey, so, what do you do when you're not saving the world?
Neural programming. I mean, I did. Then my world shut down, and now I just watch a lot of shows and eat. Sorry.
Didn't understand any of that, but it was still amazing. Tell me again?
Maybe next time?
I can't wait to talk more about all these things we have in common. We must have a sleepover.
So, no luck?
Nothing. Sorry. And I've read most of these before. I can't remember coming across any of those words you mentioned. There's not much else to do here in the evenings except read. I don't really have any female friends. It gets lonely. Anyway, I've been through all the encyclopedias and travelogues, but...
Nothing about the Purple Mountains or the Ular?
Nothing.
Bueno,
I mean, the Purple Mountains sounds colloquial. It may have a different name officially.
la Biblioteca de los
The
Oscuros, si aún
Ular,
está
should be
activa.
something about them. It's a magical race?
They didn't look human.
Weird, there's nothing about them. They must be very isolated, or someone's trying to hide something. Which would be weird and very hard to pull off. Forget I said that.
I'm on a deadline. I should just cut this short. I guess I'll have to look elsewhere.
Oh no, I'm so sorry. I really thought I'd find something. I feel terrible. Do you want to be my friend? Oh, I already asked you that. I'm
Pero
coming
bueno.
too strong, aren't I? I am, I can tell. Stop it, Enu.
No, not at all. I'd love to be friends. And thank you for helping me.
Much good that did. I really wish I knew who else could...
For the love of the festering demon...
Ahí estamos.
Do I have to do everything in this place? I didn't spend all those years living on the streets of Marcuria, pilfering food and liberating fat purses to deal with this shite. I swear I'd be better off going back to sleeping in Abnaxis' stone tree. If I can't even get a mattress that isn't flea and maggot infested. Do your bleeding jobs, people. Is that too much to ask?
Hombre.
Blind Bob?
Eh? What? Who's asking? Well, blessed be me striped breeches. You're the lass what brought me mulled wine back when I'd hit rock bottom in Marcuria. What in the name of the eight-eyed octo-god of Tartillus are you doing here?
I was about to ask you the same thing. Except for, you know, not those words exactly.
Oh, I left me life of beggaring behind. Cleaned myself up. Joined the resistance. I'm a general now. I'm making a difference.
He was theoretically blind, but now he can see. It makes less and less sense the more I think about it. What happened to your theoretical blindness?
Cured! I was blind, theoretically, but now I can see. To be honest, some days I wonder if I ever was theoretically blind, or if it was all hypothemetaphysical. You know, just in my head, like.
Oh,
It was simpler being blind Bob and resorting to beggaring and vagrancy than taking a long, hard look at myself in a speculum, particularly on account of the blindness. I wish me old pa could have lived to see me. He always believed in me, even when I didn't. To the bitter end, he told me I had potential. I nodded and wept and promised him I'd try my best. Then, as he drew his last ragged breath, I stole his purse and his breeches. Well, Pa, I'm sorry about the breeches. I'm making something of life now. Making something of myself. I'm no longer blind Bob. Call me Bob who can see.
Maravilloso.
it's a long shot, but... Have you heard of the Purple Mountains?
Oh, aye, of course. Everyone's heard of the Turtle Mountains. They're...
No, sorry, purple, not turtle.
That's what I said. Turtle. Right, of course. You don't know. Why would you? My apologies, lassie. See, I have a serious P deficiency. It's been a lifelong struggle. The Turtle Mountains. Nope, never heard of it. Sorry.
Mi cabeza.
General? Are you an actual general?
Aye. See these stripes? General Bob, that's me. I takes care of the logic sticks round here, so the place don't crumble to pieces. Shepard's busy with the strategering. Kian sorts out who to murder and how. Liko makes a fine job of being contrary. And Enu keeps everyone's spirits up. I mean, when she's not shooting Azadi soldiers in their eyeballs with her bow and arrow.
Oh my
Me,
God.
I make sure the ladder's stocked, the sheets are clean, relatively speaking, and that the piss pots are empty. Can't go to war on a full bladder.
Estoy totalmente de acuerdo.
I just can't imagine how the blind Bob I met in Marcuria turned into this man. It's an impressive transformation. How did you end up with the rebels?
Not long after you and I met, I overdosed on mulled wine. Spooked me good, that did. I figured I had two choices. Either spend the remainder of my days in the gutter, stinking of foreign spices and currants, and to be honest, there didn't seem to be a whole lot of days left. Or I could clean myself up, try to amount to something after a lifetime wasted on wine, women, and various gutters. The moment I looked up, I saw how the Azadi were running magicals out of Marcuria. I couldn't ignore it. It was disgraceful. I mean, magicals always treated me with kindness and respect. I felt I owed them. So, here I am, doing my part and paying my debts. Aside from the gambling and the bar tabs, mind you. And I feel 20 years younger to boot.
Muy bien.
Didn't he just mention Abnaxus? Or was that my imagination? Do you know someone called Abnaxus?
Abnaxus? Now there's a name I haven't heard spoken in years. Where do you know it from?
Sorry, I just overheard. Actually, I met Abnaxus recently. Well, I dreamed about Abnaxus. Or maybe it was more like a vision. This sounds crazy, I know, but...
Sounds completely sane to me, lass. Abnaxus turning up in visions. That's exactly the sort of fellow he was. Persistent, unpredictable, and not a little annoying. I met him when he was the Venar ambassador to Ireed. This was before the gutters, when I was still a dapper chap on the Markurian party circuit. We hit it off, especially seeing as I was going blind, theoretically, and he saw everything, past, present, and future. Years later, as he was leaving town, he entrusted me with the key to his home. Said to take care of it. I'd sleep there from time to time. Very uncomfortable bunk. Musty smell of ancient books and foreign weeds. I didn't much care for it, to be honest.
Ahí está la respuesta. Ahí está la respuesta.
Key. And where there's a key... You said something about a key to Abnaxus's house?
They called it the Abode back then. Abnaxus's Abode. Primitive accommodations, but luxurious location. Prime real estate. Central with a garden view. Very quiet at night.
And the key? Do you still have it? Sorry, this is really important.
Oh, I carry it with me every day. After all, it is a magic key. Figured it might do me lumbago some good.
What about this house? I mean, the abode?
Also still there, and not hard to find. Sits right circle in the center of the city green. Abnaxus carved it out of a petrified tree with his own morbidly huge hands. A few years ago, the authorities turned it into an historical landmark. Of course, no one can get inside, on account of the Venar magic. Not without the key, at least.
This key, can I...
Oh, sure. Heavier than it looks.
Perfecto.
More powerful than iron. Worth its weight in precious stones, and then some. This magic goes back to the first magic. None of that modern hocus-pocus. You feel it in your fingers when you hold it. Tingles, don't it?
It does. Sorry, I know this is asking a lot, but can I...
Borrow it? Aye, why not? It's done the lumbago no good. And I don't have much use for the place, now that I've a proper bunk here. But keep it safe. Abnaxus left most of his belongings behind and entrusted me with their care. I'd hate to betray that trust.
I promise.
Me encanta cómo algunos puzzles, como algunas cosas no te ponen un puzzle absurdo de por medio porque no sería lógico. Qué chula, qué bonita, tío.
The key to Abnaxus's abode. Score! I have to resist this intense desire to stroke her yellow fur. I don't think that'd be kosher. Hey, I made progress. Blind Bob, the General, gave me the key to Abnaxus's house. I might find what I'm looking for there.
That's great! Oh, I wish I could come with you, but there's this whole furry thing I've got going on. It's a big no-no in the city these days.
Sorry about that. Humans can be real dicks sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes. Some humans, not most. You're a good human. What are these dicks you speak of?
That's not important. Thanks again.
Okay, otra vez.
Are you leaving already? We just met, and you'll come back though, right?
I hope so.
Oh, okay. Because there's so much I want to talk about, and I'll let you go now. Thanks for talking to me, Zoe. I miss you already. Shut up now. Anu, okay. Thanks. Bye.
Ok, me voy. Logro desbloqueado. Sleepover. ¿Cómo sería la traducción del sleepover? Como quedarse a dormir, fiesta del pijama o... Vale, a ver si me dejan salir. Porque ese parece que está en medio y no me va a dejar. ¿O sí?
The library's in the back, if you're looking for Eno. Feel free to wander around up here, but downstairs is off limits.
Vale, a ver si me dejan salir.
You spoke with the general. Did you find what you were looking for?
It's a step in the right direction.
Good. I've asked them to ready a boat for you. Whenever you're ready, it will take you into the city. I may not fully understand your role, Zoe, but there's something about you that... I've learned to have faith in the balance. The balance provides. The balance guides. It's guiding you now. You must let it take you wherever it leads, like a leaf on a river. Bend to its will.
I'll try.
May your gods favor your journey. You'll be in my thoughts and dreams.
Perfecto. Oh, ha desaparecido. He's gone. ¿Puedo ir por aquí? No, ¿verdad? Como la ropa de Zoe. Es increíble.
Shepard said to take you into town. Just get in that boat and we'll leave immediately.
A ver. Vamos allá. Vamos allá. Carga.
Now I need to find the city green. I wish Crow was with me. I feel less alone with that silly bird around.
You're back! And your head's still on! Did you swim?
Swim? No, boat. I boated. I mean, they dropped me off in a boat.
Impressive.
Sí,
So,
Pitigli.
what's the next step on our grand adventure? Tea and biscuits? A hearty nap, perhaps?
I need to find the city green and the home of Abnaxus.
I visit the city green every day to clean my feathers in the fountain. Follow me.
Vale. Te sigo, Pitigli. Piticle bonito. Aunque sé perfectamente cómo llegar y cómo se va a la casa de Abnaxus.
I really wish you had wings.
So do I, Crow. Hey, are you okay?
Sure, why wouldn't I be?
I mean, April and...
Of course I'm not okay, okay? But I'm okay. I'll be okay. It's okay. We're okay. Don't worry about it, okay?
Okay.
She's not the first friend I've lost, and she won't be the last. You learn to roll with the punches. It's either that or punch back. Real hard.
¿Dónde está ahora nuestro amigo?
So, how's business?
Pretty good. I mean...
Madre mía, el banquete que tienen aquí, ¿no?
Farmers bring food into the city.
How's your memory coming along? Do you remember anything about this place now?
I worked so hard to remember, but no, not much. It was winter.
True. Winter changes everything, what with the snow and the ice and all.
And the city looked different. Smaller.
It probably has grown a bit.
But no, I don't really remember anything at all.
Perfectly fine. I also remember very little, but then I am a bird with a bird brain, so what can you expect?
Why are you asking me? I'm not a bloody engineer. I'm excited about the ceremony.
¿Dónde estás? Vale, Vogel. Que vaya bien, que aproveches y yo muchísimas gracias por haber venido. ¡Hermoso! Vale, aquí está.
What's going on here? Isn't that...
Hostia, ¿qué dices?
Are they trying to chop down Abnaxis's abode? Great. That's great.
Justo ahora. ¿Pero qué me estás contando?
So this is it. Abode of, big ugly thing what speaks funny?
Apparently so.
And there's someone else here.
Apparently so.
Huh.
Good bird. I feel better having Crow around, even though I'm not sure what he can do. Still, a useless sidekick is better than no sidekick.
Vale,
I'm not saying he's useless.
Voy a hablar con él a ver qué piensa.
So what now?
I don't know.
Es
Do you have any
bonito.
suggestions?
We kill them, bury their bodies, and then go about our lives as if nothing happened.
Ok, no.
That's disturbing.
I know, I'm dark.
I'm really not in the mood for killing today, or any day.
Fine, then you come up with something.
Once this unholy tree's been knocked down, the electorate will take me seriously. They'll see I have the power to get things done. Maybe then I can stop licking the arses of the...
LOL, buena
God
suerte.
is this and God is that. It leaves a bad taste in my mouth, sucking up to their feminine deity. Give me a world
I
without
think I saw
gods
that
and
man in
goddesses,
town
a world
yesterday
ruled by
speaking to a small
humans
crowd.
And true
What's he doing?
Northlanders. No magicals, no supernatural women folk, no superstitious invaders. A world by and for man.
Vale, vamos a hablar con él.
Woman in a rightful place at home. Ah, a member of the voting public. Honor Hilaris, Esquire, at your service, madam. But I'm sure I don't need to introduce myself to you, hmm? You've seen my face in print and in public appearances. You know me as an honourable and truthful fellow who stands with the common man. And woman. We shan't forget the common woman. Yes, yes. I'm, of course, running for Commissioner of City Watch, a position sorely and desperately in need of new blood. The Watch needs strength. It needs direction. It needs humanity. In other words, it needs me.
A ver.
Let's see if I can get him talking about himself. He sounded more than happy to do so. It's Hilaris, right?
Oh no, Hilaris, Esquire, licensed solicitor, and your candidate for Commissioner of City Watch.
It's an unusual name.
It's unique, certainly, but it's a Northlander name with deep roots in Mercurian society. My father, the esteemed Hubert Hilaris, Esquire, served dutifully for many years on the council. He was respected, feared, and admired by all. Of course, that was before he was beguiled by that Galmari witch. She used her wily sorcery and beastly sensuality to lure my father away from his family, away from us. I've sworn to restore our sacred heritage. The witches shall burn, humanity shall prevail, and the name Hilaris shall no longer be the butt of spiteful jests.
O sea, que te has metido en una cruzada racista porque tu padre abandonó a su familia por una Dolmari. Qué patético eres
He appears to
lamentable.
be an Azadi supporter. I wonder how genuine it is. I take it you're happy with the Azadi occupation?
No, I wouldn't call it an occupation, not anymore. The Azadi came to save us from the Tyrant invaders, and they stayed to protect us against all magicals. They're our benefactors, not our oppressors. But the Resistance has put us all at risk. Unless we re-establish human dominion over the Northlands, we'll be vulnerable when the Azadi eventually return to Azadir. For believe me, they will. Oh, they've promised as much. This is not their land, and this is why I run for office. to build a Mercuria by and for humans, one that can stand the test of time and stand up against occult invaders. We must invest in the future.
Estúpido, ¿no?
You can't spell future without owner Hilaris.
He's gunning for a political position with the City Watch. I wonder what his end game is. You're running for City Watch?
Indeed, the Watch is in dire need of strong male leadership in this time of dark crisis.
Male?
As you well know, the current commissioner, a person of the female persuasion, has failed to maintain order in the city in these dark, trying times. She's been soft on sorcery, magnanimous with magicals. She's indulged the occult, and she's extended an open hand to non-humans, acting in discord with our foreign benefactors.
Lo tiene todo, el puto.
It's understandable she's weak. She's sentimental. She's merely a woman, and she's not been able to properly inspire the men of the Watch to take appropriate action against our occult immigrants. As soon as I'm elected, this
Vale, Francis, muchas gracias por haber venido, maldita sea.
Azadi law and make Mercuria pure again. No more magic, no more magicals. And our women folk can once again return to home and hearth to be pampered and protected by their husbands, fathers and brothers. As it should be, yes, yes.
Madre mía.
It looks like they're trying to destroy Abnaxis's abode. Why are you trying to knock down this tree?
Oh, it's not just a tree. It's an affront to common decency and humanity. This so-called domicile was the dark and dangerous den of one of the most militant of magicals. An abominable beast that threatened our young and our women by its mere existence. Eradicating this occult stone tree from our historic green is not just my election promise to voters, but my God's given responsibility as a human being.
Lamentable.
I've had enough. Well, best of luck with everything.
Luck is the lazy man's excuse for failure. Luck is an occult idea. I create my own destiny, young madam, and so should you. Here's my advice to you. Find yourself a decent human husband and start breeding decent human babies. This is how you can best contribute to our common manifest destiny. And remember, a vote for honor is a vote for humanity. Go on, put your back into it, man. This is pathetic.
¿No le podemos escupir en la cara? A ver qué tenemos por aquí. Por aquí debe de haber, no muy lejos, debe de haber algo que podamos usar. Voy a hablar con Cuervo también. A ver qué tenemos a